We'd like to get started here. I have a few slides that I want to go over really quickly. I think the results are starting to come in slowly but surely. They're not in quite yet for the finals, and I think they're also tallying up the other prizes as well. I mean the People's Awards and things like that. But I just wanted to quickly go through some slides here related to the business plan competition, related to innovation and entrepreneurship, and it is really an honor for us here to have all of you participate in this final. This is obviously, as I've indicated before, this has been a great opportunity. All of you here are winners, and I understand that hopefully all of you will move on and have gotten the creative juices flowing to become potential entrepreneurs. Whether you, again, win here or not, there's always next year that you can always still come back. I know majority of you will go back winners. But just again, real quick, a few things about innovation. There's a few quotes that I have here. One from Charles Darwin, another one from Levitt. You can sort of read this moving forward. As you can see, there's all kinds of different quotes here, and they all sort of imply the same thing. They sort of indicate that you got to try, you got to keep trying to be successful. Ultimately, you got to think outside the box. So, for example, Steve Jobs' quote there: "Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower." So, if you're trying to innovate, you are doing the right thing, which is important. Okay. So, I'm glad again most of you are here to sort of do that. Another key aspect related to success, and I'm sure a lot of the mentors that you have worked with to come here today, our coaches that have been involved with all of you have talked about some key bullets related to your presentations. You got to have a unique advantage. You got to couple it with the marketplace. So you have to be the product or the service champion. You got to make sure that you follow with what's going on related to technology. You want to make sure that there's support across the board from the management of the company. You got to have open communications channel, and you build a truly entrepreneurial team. Most importantly, what they don't tell you is you got to have luck as well, right? That is important. I mean, ultimately, the success of a business depends a lot on timing, some decisions from the gut that people make as you move forward. This is not science, it's not black and white. There's always going to be ways that you can either improve yourself or not. So luck is definitely an important component of moving forward. What it takes, I personally believe, and I think at least here at the college and when we teach entrepreneurship and innovation to some of our students, we tell them that we can teach you to be an entrepreneur, we can teach you to be an innovator, but you cannot fake it. Okay? I mean, you cannot make yourself believe that you have it in you to become an entrepreneur. You can learn the skills, and that can happen, but you should absolutely have the passion to try and do it. Always, the best entrepreneurs do it better than anybody else. And you'll see that today with the awards that we provide, hopefully at the end of, in a few minutes right now, that there are some that excelled in what they did, and you hopefully had a learning experience. The whole idea of us doing these competitions, and we keep it for students only, the intent is to make sure that there's an education and learning experience for every one of you that goes away from here. And then, let's face it, some of these businesses that we've maybe heard about or that we're planning to create are not necessarily scalable. They tend to be considered as lifestyles. So if you have a hobby and if you want to do something just to make ends meet, to make sure that you do the hobby, I mean, that's sort of like a lifestyle. That's not really being a true entrepreneur. Another point I will make is entrepreneurs can come in all shapes and sizes. What I mean by that is you don't have to be in a startup company to be an entrepreneur. You can be in a university. You can be in a large corporation. You can be in government and still be an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur means somebody that takes risks, right? Doing something that others are not doing, and actually sticking your neck out to make sure that that actually happens. Finally, successful entrepreneurs are those that obviously dream big, right? They think big and they dream big. They're always making sure that they're trying to be successful. As I've indicated before, they're passionate about what they do. They focus on their strengths. They constantly look to partner with others and are open to feedback and want to learn from others. There's no substitute for hard work. You got to put in your time, and you got to be focused in what you do. Okay, that's what builds a successful entrepreneur. Hopefully the exercise that you went through over the last several weeks and today will put you in the path to being a successful entrepreneur, and to maybe come back here again and present your plan moving forward. So let's move on and talk about the actual competition here. What I did want to say is SUNY and the Chancellor, I talked earlier this morning about how the governor has had it in him to make sure that New York State is open for business. And you see that in a lot of the other agencies that are part of the state, and since we're here, are part of the SUNY system, the Chancellor has indicated that SUNY is determined to be the engine for the economic development activity in New York State, okay? That's a bold statement. This is the power of SUNY. This is a program that talks about the entrepreneurial century. And what she wants to do is get all of the campuses, and this is not just the state university system, of course, the educational components of the entire state of New York can be converted to economic development engines. I mean, because basically of all of you guys. If you can even be, even partly successful with what you're trying to do, we're going to be creating jobs, creating opportunities for others, resulting in benefit to the state all along. And that's the premise that we've had here to create this statewide business plan competition. So that's why this year SUNY has actually stepped up to the plate. They've provided not just sponsorships, but the Chancellor herself has provided support letters and sent information to all the SUNY campuses to participate in today's program. Let me tell you about the history of the program itself. We actually started in 2010. In 2010, we had roughly about 12 teams that participated in this competition from about 6 colleges. That's when we were just starting off, okay? And you can see the growth. This year, we've had over 400 teams that have applied for the competitions through the regional events. This has grown exponentially, okay? In 2012, just last year, I remember after the event that we had, we met with our sponsors, the SEFCU CEO, Michael Castellano, and we said, we're going to set the bar even higher for ourselves. And actually, he's the one that pushed us and said, he really likes what he sees, what we're doing, and he said, we want to grow this to be one of the largest programs there is. And I think safely say that from a statewide perspective, this is focused on just New York State. From a statewide perspective, there isn't any other competition like this anywhere else in the world. Okay, so the fact that you guys are part of it, that you guys went through the first round, the semifinals, and came to the finals now, you should all be proud of the fact that you're representing here today the cream of what's going on in New York State today. Okay? Some other facts that I'd like to point out. In 2010, the prize money that we gave out was $10,000. I think the winning team, you heard from the winning team here. Are they here? Is Best Tech here? Yes. Fernando gave a small talk earlier in the afternoon in terms of the successes that they had after winning the competition over here. They've gone on to raise several $1 million in grants, in private investments, and funding, and other kinds of funding already. Today we're at over $500,000 in prize money that we've given out, not just here at the finals, but also at some of the regional events. If you look at the number of institutions, I mentioned 6 participating institutions in 2010. Today we have 57 of them, 33 in the finals today, just today. 57 across all the different regions, of course. And again, number of teams, I mentioned this already, 12 participating teams in 2010, and 430 in the regionals, 88 in the finals today. Big number, okay? And also, the winners tend to be coming from different regions. In 2010, when we first held it here, the winner, as I indicated, was Best Technologies that have been fairly successful. The second year we did it, the winner was from Syracuse University. The name of the company was Helios. I'm not sure what they're doing now, but I know they're well. They're still doing well. They're still doing pretty well. Syracuse University, okay. We are tracking them. I just don't know what they've actually done so far. Last year, the winner was from RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology, Strong Arm Technologies, and you heard from them through Skype today, if you were here earlier this afternoon. They have also gone on to be very, very successful. And this year, it's up for grabs. We'll see who the winner is. Maybe it goes back to one of these cities. Maybe it's a new city. That's something for us to explore. But just to close, what I do want to mention is we have a date already for the next competition, April 25th, which is also Friday, 2014. And I want you to make sure that you mark this on your calendar and are ready for another round of competitions here moving forward. Okay, I'm trying to get a cue here from whether we are ready yet for handing out the prizes yet or not. I don't think we are. I think that was the last slide I had. I mean, you know, I could stand up here and dance for you, but I probably won't do too What I can do, I thought you were coming to dance over here. Excuse me. Okay, so it goes without saying that I got to thank our sponsors, right? All of us are here because of the sponsors. SEFCU and SUNY, title sponsors. NYSERDA, Energy Sustainability Track sponsors. Supporting sponsors, first, Niagara, Albany Med, and the Arsenal Business Partnership. Clean Energy Alliance, National Grid, CEG, Multilog, and Anchor Agency were the other cash sponsors, and then we have quite a few of the other ones that were the in-kind sponsors that are very, very valuable, by the way, at least for a lot of the winners. They provide services such as IP. We heard from a lot of companies that are interested in filing patents. So if there are patent-related issues that you need to resolve, you will get support from some of these companies. Reitler, Marvin and Company are CFA firms. Holland and Knight does IP. They do other legal work as well, right? We have Hoffman Warnick, that's also an IP firm. We have TBC. We have Pinnacle that can help with HR-related activities. If you're looking at hiring people, Chris is here, right? Chris is way back there, so you might get services from Chris to help support. Then we have Schwartz, Schwartz is here, Bob Schwartz is here, and they provide strategy consulting if you're interested in that. We have Troy Webb Consulting, and Troy, I know Mark is here. Where's Mark? Mark is still trying to tally up the public awards, I think, because if you guys have put in the app, your request for the right app, that's what those guys do, and I think they did a really good job with the apps. Also, I think I mentioned this morning, but I do want to also thank all of our coordinators, partners that worked with us from all of the regions for the last year or so. We have the Capital Region. We have myself, of course, and Nick, that some of you have met. We have Don Siegel from the University of Albany Business School. He mentioned a few things to you guys earlier this morning. Bruce Kingma from Syracuse University was a great partner. He couldn't be here today, but he wanted to obviously pass on that he was excited to be part of the program here. SUNY ESF, SUNY Portland. We have Aaron Draper from Clarkson, Richard from SUNY Plattsburgh, Kate and Mark from SUNY IT, Duncan Moore, Natalie from University of Rochester, Richard DiMartino from RIT, Melinda from Canisius, Tom and Martin from University of Buffalo, Rhett and CJ from Cornell, Susan from Marist, Leslie Jason from SUNY Levin, Joanne from NYIT, Mohammed and Lynette from LIU Brooklyn, and Anne-Marie and Garrett from Stony Brook. What I'd like to do is maybe get all of these guys to stand up and let's maybe thank them for their support. Thank you for supporting the regional programs as well as being on the calls and us trying to bug you on a regular basis. Okay, let's Okay, what I'd like to do is Peter here? Peter Wall from SESQ? Yes, Peter, would you come up? Our title sponsor. And come on up here. Don, I'd like you to come up too. So we can start to hand out the prizes. Turn the lights on too. Okay, we're going to start with each of the different tracks. We'll announce the third prize winners for each of the different tracks, and we'd like you to come up here and receive the award. This is like the Oscars. We're going to have to open these envelopes. You want to try to do that? Let's start with... these are all first place. Yep, this is working. These are all the first place ones. Yes, let's start first. We already know first. Okay, so we can go with first. Yes, all right.
Bribes accepted. Have to be on.
Okay, the first one was a social and non-profit Dean's List from Columbia University. You come up. Next one, Energy and Sustainability, Eonic, Collegiate Nanoscale. Congratulations. Thank you. Here, come on, stand in front of us.
All right, everyone look at me. Thank you.
Biotech, healthcare, dental defense. The last one. IT software, Word's Eye. Services, Innovative Delivery Systems, Clarkson University. Co-reliability. Social entrepreneurship, third place. Practice makes perfect, Cornell University. Energy sustainability, third place, Sun, Cornell University. Third place, biotech. Trade Corps, University of Rochester. Nanotech, third place, Vulcan Technologies, RPI. Information Technology and Software, third prize, Smartline, Hofstra University. And Services, third prize, goes to the Kettle Shell, Ithaca College. Second place, IT, Information Technology and Software. Intelli Events, Columbia University. Social Entrepreneurship, second place. Sound Exchange, University of Rochester. Energy Sustainability, second place. Damien, University at Buffalo. Nanotech and Advanced Tech, second place. SMP Microstamps, University of Rochester. Products and Services, second place. Buzz the Bar, Columbia University. Biotech Healthcare, second place. Ex Vivo Dynamics, NYU Poly. Okay, now we're going to go with the People's Choice Awards. We're going to start with IT and software. The first, or the one in this category, IT and software, Pay With Me, RPI. People's Choice for Social Entrepreneurship and Non-Profit. Engage Media, Maris College. Energy and sustainability, people's choice. Home 2G. Home 2G. Biotech healthcare. Race response. Nanotech, advanced tech. People's choice. Renowned ski company. People's choice, products and services. H&B Secure Technology, CNSA. Okay, we can all go home now. No? Not yet? Yes, okay. The grand prize winner of them all. Grand prize winner. Do we have a drum roll or not? There you go. There you go. Word's Eye, Columbia University. Okay, thank you all again for coming.